All right, new week, who dis? It's us. Hello, how are you? I don't even know what to say. I have nothing to say. I'm very tired. This has been a long
2 weeks.
A long 2 weeks. Last week before was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
This week was pretty crazy. A Saturday before the market was crazy, and just like prep for that and stuff. But and then also the stress of like not having enough stuff. But we got some stuff. A little bit of buying at the market. Still not enough. Yeah, it was a relatively good market. Again, thank you for all the vendors. But now we are on to bigger and better things. We are going to be announcing the Trip Hammer Marketplace location very, very soon. First one's going to be in December, so that gives us a little bit of reprieve, and a little bit of time to breathe before that one. But real quick, I want to show y'all. This I think is everything. There'll be some things already in like the wash bin, but this is the majority of stuff I picked up at the market from the other vendors. Thank you everyone that came, or thank you everyone that sold to me and did some bundle dealing. Really quickly, we'll run through some of the stuff. I like this, like vintage. It reminds me of like a goalkeeper jersey. Nice little long sleeve polo. It's like a I don't know how to describe it. Kind of like a knit material. Some cords, boom, bam, bow, different colors, nice. This very gorgeous, I don't know, I'm guessing it might have been a wool rich. Wool flannel. We got some good knits. I like the different tones. More like neutrals and subdued colors with some really good styles in there. Good selection of them, at least like, what was that, maybe 15, 20? Some good hoodies and sweats, but most of them are blank. This one's like a cut and sew one. Also like a cut and sew one. Guess. Lots of different, oh, my screen looks so. Yeah, some good sweats in there. Some good brown leather. Needed me some of them. Green Carhartt vest, very nice. Nice like shacket Levi's. I'm guessing like late 90s, early 2000s. Woolrich coat. Woolrich Spartan coat. Dead stock Levi's truckers. Calvin Klein trucker. Blue leather. More truckers. And a few tees. Of course, had to get, 2 or 3 tees. We like to have our tees very limited here, but weekend rack from last week, lots of good stuff on here, so I definitely want to get some of this stuff out on the floor. Back room is looking some type of way. Whoa! All right.
Another day.
Another day. How was yesterday?
It was good. I had a guy last night, like 10 minutes to close, come in, and he had 5 pieces he was looking to sell. 4 of them we would nowhere near take. Mm-hmm. And then he had a pair of denim double knees, Carhartts, new with tags from 2012, and he wanted a price on those individually. So I asked him, I said, what do you want for him? He said, I just want to hear an offer. And I said, well, if someone were to give you the price, right, what would that number be? Because I'm just trying to gauge where he's at. Because he said they're vintage, they're from 2012. New with tags, he's going to want a little bit, they're double knees. And he's like, well, just like, how much would you offer? I said, $18. Which I don't think is crazy, because that's like a general offer that I would throw to just about anyone.
It's a starting point at the end of the day. It's like
I'm trying to find middle ground.
Yeah, so exactly. You're not
even if we meet at 20, 25, whatever, 18 is where I want to start. And he's like, oh yeah, no. And I was like, okay, well, what's the number? He's like, I want 80. So I was like, yeah, like at that point, I'm like, there is no middle ground. You're just going to be way too high for anywhere. And I said, where'd you get that number from? He goes, that's why I see him going for like other places selling them at. I said, so if I were to give you 80, how much can I sell them for? He's like, oh, I didn't think about that. So, moral of the story is for the YouTube to let me know, what are you paying for double knees? Like, what's the price of a double knee nowadays? Because you see some people putting them up for $80, but I can also go on eBay and get them for $40, $50.
And I think like when it comes to dead stock stuff, it has to be like old. Like, oh, you got dead stock 90s, 80s, 70s
like
stuff.
Those Carhartts the jeans that we just got.
Painters, yeah. Yeah, it's like that makes sense because like, oh, it's a crazy old piece that you can then make your own. Mm-hmm. But it's like, bro, 2012 Carhartts, people want, if they're 2012, people are gonna want to already be worn, broken in, distressed. Like that would have, in my mind, and for all what we would price them at, that would have, hetch, whatever the word is.
Color, wear, like those are the things that we look at to bring the tier up.
I feel like if I'm saying starting at 18, I don't think is crazy. I feel like at the most, maybe going up to like 30 if they're like a good size and everything else.
30 by 36.
Oh. But yeah, $20, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, like no one, like, for the amount of jeans and pants we sell, maybe like one of every 70 to 80 pairs is a 36 inseam, let alone a 34. Half the time it's 30, 32. Like if you're a 34 inseam, you're probably at least 6 foot, 6'1". And it's like most
taller.
people.
I'm 6 foot and I have a 31 inch inseam.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like really the amount. Yeah, the bro is tripping. Probably saw online listings at 80. There's no way he saw.
Yeah, or
at
he
80.
follows some vintage pages that
Can
are
ask
pricing 90s double knees, because I don't think he knew how to look at the date on the tag. So I don't know where he's getting the number from. But yeah, I just want to know in the comments, what are you paying for a good pair of double knees?
What are you paying for that pair, and then what are you selling them for?
Yeah.
Because it's like, also, I was thinking about this literally this morning too, when it comes to like, what specific item was I thinking about? I can't remember what item I was thinking about, but it was like, imagine if someone came with like a crate. Oh, no, I was thinking about that Carhartt that we had, the car we just sold.
Yeah.
We just sold a like 1970s denim chore Carhartt jacket. And it's like, I can't remember what we paid for. I want to say maybe we paid $100 for it almost.
Yep.
And I'm like, really? I probably wouldn't have done that again, because for us, the amount of people that spend that much money on a single item, very low. On top of that, if I'm going to put $100 into something, it has to be a substantial amount of profit to be made. Where we had them priced at like $160. Whereas like I'd rather spend $100 on 10 t-shirts, sell them for $250, and also we're gonna be recouping the money faster. It's not one huge high-ticket item sitting at the top.
Yep.
Whereas like if you're some store that specializes in high-end, the crazy stuff that you have a clientele that's willing to pay up for stuff, that's not us. Like our average price point per piece is $30. Some pieces are less, some pieces are more, but that's kind of like our middle ground. I'm like, the high-ticket stuff I tend to not like.
Yeah, well, we also have to think, you got that jacket when we were still hoarding a bunch of stuff upstairs.
Yeah.
So we were paying up just to have that piece, just in the event that one big crazy spender was willing to come in and drop bread on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then since we've just about cleared out of all of it, I think back to like the crazy, like, quotes, higher ticket items, all those pants you bought a couple weeks ago. The Jinkos, the crazy zipper ones, where it's like you paid up for all that, and then in a matter of a month, you just let them all fly because.
Well, some of them went for the one pair sold for $100. The other pair sold, the one that had the zips and everything on the side over there.
Yeah, those sold at like
50, 60.
Yeah, 50, 60. There was like some of the other ones that we didn't put up on the wall sold already.
Yeah, but like I feel like if I were to do that sale again, I'd probably be a smidgen lower. And the thing is too, this is why I love negotiating. I love haggling. I love like kind of finding that middle ground people, because everyone's so different and everyone has different perceptions. And there's the person that doesn't care. They'll take whatever they want for the item. The person that knows what they paid for the item. They're like, okay, I paid $100 for these jeans. I want to get close to that.
Yeah.
Or the person that's a reseller and goes, oh, I know this can go for online for that much. Where I feel like across the board, like we're pretty fair with any single person that comes in the door, and no one ever like is like, okay, yeah, I guess I'll take it, and then leaves upset.
Yeah.
People like they see where we're at. We tell them like where we kind of price stuff at. We tell people especially when they come in for the first time, when they come to bring us stuff to the table, go peruse. You can see what we price stuff at. We're not running stuff up, and we're also at the same time not like putting stuff on eBay. Like
we are only here, and I made that very clear to the guy last night. Is I'm like, we have no online presence outside of our like marketing for Instagram. Mm-hmm. Like we don't sell anything online. So he had a button up. It was like a 90s button up, and it had some aircraft on it from some specific place. He's like, well, this one's vintage. This one's from then. And I'm like, yeah, but I have a million button ups. The chances of someone walking in here and looking for like that specific aircraft or that's into that type of stuff is so particular. It's gonna sit forever until that right person comes through.
That's probably the biggest thing. No matter who you're negotiating, no matter how crazy the item is or basic the item is, a lot of people think that when we buy something, in 24 hours we sell it and make crazy profit. Let's do a little. Oh shit! And there goes the laptop. All right, I broke my laptop. Anyways.
What a start to the day.
Anyways, broken laptop. I do it for you guys, okay? Like the video. We easily have 500 to 600 pieces on the floor right now. We got racks and racks back here. We got clothes back here. We got clothes in the back room. We got clothes upstairs. Like, we got clothes in the wash bin. Like, we probably have easily 1,500 articles of clothing in the store. And
I would assume more.
yeah, I mean, like, we have so much, like, a lot. This is all money. This is all stuff we spent money on. And I feel like I'm going on a tangent right now. I'm just gonna try to prove a point. There's so much money tied into all this stuff here. Thousands and thousands, if not over $10,000 worth of clothes tied up in this entire store. And like, we're not just like giving out top dollar on everything. So let me see if I can fix my laptop or how much a new one's gonna cost. All right, good news. My laptop still works. But also, as you guys have seen in the last video, we have the crew necks in store. We have another batch of them being printed right now. And we're gonna be dropping those around Black Friday time. But we were like talking about how we want to do like a collection of stuff. We want to drop like multiple things, not just like one-off items, like something to where even if you don't want one piece of that collection, you might want something else, or just you want to get it all and like have like a cool little like, you know, piece of evergreen. So Gavin and I have been ordering some stuff. So we got
we spent a lot of money today.
Yeah, so we haven't been doing much buying. We spent a lot of money buying other stuff. So we are very excited that I mean, are you open to doing something on top of the crew neck drop in November?
As long as we can get it done before that. Right now it's just timeline because
Yeah.
the crew neck drop is happening in 2 weeks.
It was like a month.
Was it that far?
November 21st. It's a Friday.
I was gonna say, I think I saw 11 being the month, and I thought that was the day.
No.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I mean, as long as we can get it done in time, that's the biggest thing. Like, I don't want to stress ourselves anymore trying to hurry anything or
Yeah.
do a rush job. But if we can get it done, 100%.
regardless, we plan on doing another drop in the springtime, and this one's gonna be crazy. I'm already
I'm so hyped. Already.
I'm already so hyped to get this one out of the way.
I've been talking about it for half an hour.
We're gonna start gassing up this next one in the springtime. It's for the people that really rock with us, people that really, you know, support Evergreen and support what we do here. Shifting over to a buy that we did do. If you had to guess, how old do you think the person was that brought these things? Like mid-60s-ish?
Yeah.
So they brought us 6 pieces, originally 4, brought some more stuff from the car. So they brought us this, bam. Oh, it's a loop collar. Is this a $50,000 button up? It's got a little blemish that we realized after the fact, but still nothing crazy. And I've never seen a solid tone Pendleton, unless it's like gray or something.
Always plaid.
Yeah, so I like this one a lot. Very soft. And then just some good knits. Boom, bam, bow. And then they came after the fact and brought us these wool skirts. So those will be going out soon. I really enjoy when people that are of older age come in to sell to us and they actually have, they can kind of get what we do here.
Yeah, they understand right away.
Yeah, they're not just bringing us a bunch of like, oh, you like graphic t-shirts? They're bringing us like yesterday someone brought us their Star Wars Target t-shirt and it's like.
And she knew what she had to a degree as well.
The person that brought this stuff in.
Yeah, she knows quality, obviously. She haggled you on price, which is rare of people of an older age because they're just looking to get rid of it.
Yeah, so she got a few extra dollars out of us, but yeah, happy for these items. I'm not really gonna bother looking this up, okay? You guys can help us out, all right? We need your help. We got other things to tackle. All of a sudden, I don't know, these like loop, I don't know, maybe we just never pay attention to it. We probably sold 20, 30 of these like loop collar button ups that people want. Yeah, this one's cool. Shout out to Zach of Slow Hill Sew Shop for getting my pants hemmed in a very quickly time. So these are Gavin's, these are mine, and just to kind of show you, these are definitely newer. One, look at the patch, look at the botched stitch job they did on these ones, but here's his tag. It's a union made tag, like a much larger one. I believe these are like 90s, and then this one has got the smaller non-union one. So yeah, excited to get a fit off in these tomorrow. Oh yeah, and the weekend rack already done. It's only Thursday. Got a full rack of fresh heat for y'all. New day, back with more on my mind that I want to share with you guys as I'm on the way to the store. A quick note though is that luckily the screen printers that we've been using, we're able to get our, not that we needed it done really quick, they were able to get the second batch of blanks done already. So Gavin's on his way to pick those up, so we'll see those later today. We have some more colors that we weren't gonna do originally, so we'll see that in a little bit. So I constantly am thinking about my business, like especially in today's day and age where I've talked about before in a video or two ago, like there's a lot of businesses that are struggling and unfortunately having to close. And with that, like I've been looking at our numbers lately and we've actually been trending up to where we might have a bigger October than we did in September. And September wasn't bad at all. September was almost as good or around as good, like might have been 1,000 up or down on how much we made compared to September of the previous year of 2024. Once we hit August was like always the peak, and then it would kind of taper off each month on how much we made, whereas we're about to do more in October than we did in last September, which is really, really crazy. And I think it's due to a lot of different factors. I think the amount of marketing we're doing, just the name awareness, the types of sales we do, yada, yada, yada. There's lots of things that can add into that aspect. But I think the main risk, the main bet that we took with the business was having it be exclusively in person, having it be exclusively in store and not doing any online sales, not selling on our own website, not selling on eBay. There was periods where we contemplated it. There was periods where it's like, we need to figure out something because it's super slow, especially like in the summertime when like there's the summer slump and people aren't really buying clothes or spending money on traveling and experiences and things like that. But from what I see for a lot of vintage stores and stuff, is like, there's some level of expectation to have some way to sell online, again, whether it be through your website or you just sell certain things on eBay. But for us, when stuff comes in the store that we purchase off people, we think specifically of, can we sell this in store? If we do, what would be the price point we need to sell it at? And making sure that we're getting stuff that can move quickly, we're getting the right sizes that we need, we're getting colors and patterns and styles that people are gonna actually want, and allowing people to come into the store, try them on, and see if they actually are gonna like what they see. It's not just like, oh, you found a cool something online and you buy it and it ends up not fitting you how you want it to fit you, which we've also talked about numerous times in the videos. Like, I think it was the last, I don't even know at this point, but videos ago, someone came in and bought 2 pairs of jeans that were better quality, and it was cheaper to do that than buying a brand new pair, which they did buy online, that ended up not fitting them how they wanted to. So I think there's gonna be this huge shift towards people wanting to try stuff on and actually see how it fits before they just buy it, is because you want, for me personally, I hate having to deal with returns. Like, if I'm gonna buy something online that's gonna be a clothing piece, like I need to make sure I know the exact measurements of it. I need to envision how I'm gonna style it. Like, what am I gonna do if it is a little different than how I expect it to might fit? Can I still get away with it? So just the fact that I personally hate returns, I know a lot of people probably do also hate returns. And so with us only selling in person, we have to focus a lot on the customer service, focus a lot on the store layout, the store experience, people come in and shop, and giving them enough reason to want to come back and shop with us again. This is small little tip. I would love to actually sit down and do a little video kind of just like giving my tidbits on like running a business, running a store and stuff like that. Not that I know everything by any means, but it's stuff that I geek out about. I literally spend every day learning, researching, studying, trying new things, seeing what does work, doesn't work, A/B testing stuff. But a lot of businesses just think, how can I make my next dollar right now? How can I make my next dollar tomorrow? Which obviously is important. You need money flowing into your business to keep your business alive. But you also need to think, how can I, if one person comes into my store for the first time, how can I make the experience so pleasant and have them leaving happy to where they would come back and or tell a friend and or leave a review and or actually wear the stuff they buy from you regularly so they can be a good ambassador for you in the store. Because we have a lot of people coming in through word of mouth, and a lot of the times they'll say, oh, my friend just was telling me about the store and stuff like that, so I came through. Sometimes they'll be like, oh yeah, my buddy was wearing this jacket and it was so sick, and I asked him where he got it from, and he said he got it from here, so they came to us. So there's always the lifetime value of a customer is one of the most important things you could probably focus on in a business, in my opinion. Especially, like, think about it from the perspective of Apple, one of the largest companies in the world, or at least in America. And when you buy an iPhone, how likely is that person to then continue to be in the Apple ecosystem. They're more likely to buy an Apple laptop, more likely to buy the Apple AirPods, more likely to buy the Apple Watch, more likely to buy a newer version of an Apple phone when they don't like their phone anymore. So once someone comes into your ecosystem, how do you keep them in your ecosystem? And that's making your experience incredible, making it enjoyable, making them so happy and that they'd want to come back and shop with you again. So that specifically, only focusing on in-store experiences, only focusing on in-store sales has been a challenging experience for sure, but I think it's been paying off for us and allowing us to really thrive in this time where people are just being very mindful of who they support, where they shop, and all that. But yeah, so we're headed to the store now. It's Friday, so we'll see how busy today can get. I'm only gonna be at the store for a little bit today. I got some other stuff going on. Last Saturday was probably one of our top 3 to 4 busiest Saturdays ever. Just a quick little side note. And also another last minute thing for people that geek out about this kind of stuff and that wanna know more like the behind the scenes of the business. On Wednesday and on Thursday. Wednesday was about an average, slightly above average day. Thursday, slightly below average day, so it kind of evened out to both those days being okay. But we pretty much had essentially 0 repeat customers. Like, there's a chance where someone might come and use a different card sometimes. They might come and use cash. They might come and use only store credit, so they don't actually end up needing to spend money with a credit card or anything like that. So our point of sales wouldn't track that, obviously. But for the most part, being able to have all new customers come into our store and thus providing us with an average revenue day for the past 2 days, Wednesday and Thursday, is incredible. Because imagine if we didn't focus on the social media, didn't focus on the marketing, didn't focus on lifetime value of the customers and wanting them to come back, spread the word, tell their friends, bring friends with them. Like, it probably would have been completely dead on Wednesday and Thursday. So things I've been thinking about, food for thought for any other business people out there. And yeah, let's see what happens today. So today has actually already been a pretty busy Sunday. Today's actually been already a pretty busy Friday. A lot of people are coming in and shopping and getting like Halloween costumes already, which is cool. Lots of different age groups coming in to shop, which is also very nice. And we got the second batch of the Evergreen merch pieces in. Here's the older ones. So you see, we definitely tried to go with more like, you know, darker, more calm tones. And we got some nice colors in here. We got this gorgeous pink one that I really freaking like. It's like a 2X, 3X. We got like another darker pink one here. We got this orange one, which actually is really nice. We're gonna drop a total of about 50 of them. We have 10 or 60 in total. Obviously, I'm getting one, Gavin's getting one. We are hooking up some of the close friends and stuff like that have been rocking with us. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually see how many we have per size. That's not how we divvied them up. When we went to go get them printed, we just had them broken up by the colors. If these get eaten up, maybe we do some more, but probably not. Probably gonna be like a one-time thing because I want people to get it while it's hot. When it's gone, it's gone. And so next thing we do, you gotta get it while you can. So yeah, I'm gonna see how many we got of each size right now. Okay, here they all are. So the way it's broken down is actually pretty perfect, I will say. The size we have the least is these 2X's as well as the smalls. We have slightly more mediums and XLs, and then the most and largest. So like that'd be the perfect way I'd want to divvy it up. So sweet. Happy Saturday. It's late in the day. It's 3 p.m. right now. Started off slower but consistent. It's been picking up. Any words for today, people?
No words.
No words.
Good day.
Good day overall. Thank you for everyone shopping small. Lots of people visiting from out of town. We have people from Geneva, Binghamton, Ovid, Greene, New York. So many people have been coming from outside of our smaller bubble. So thank you for everyone that comes and shops small. Every single video I'm saying thank you, okay? Because we're so appreciative. Yeah, we are so appreciative. Okay, so Gavin has a new title, and it's called The Merch. We got something to say.
It's got to sound better than store manager.
Help us think of a cool job title for Gavin, because he is going to be leading all of the merch stuff for the most part, and coordinating it, planning it, getting it all situated. Because he's been on one. He's been going crazy with it. So we're already working on 3 drops. 3 separate drops. The first one is the one that's gonna be coming up with the crew next, and then we got 2 drops we're gonna be doing. One's gonna be like the end of winter, and the one's gonna be like mid-springtime. So we're about to go crazy, have people on the head. So no buys today. There's one like trade for this leather jacket. It's got a little hole here, but regardless, let it go for a good price. Yeah, we'll see what else we can get content of for you guys today. We're just running around right now like lunatics. So it is Monday, which typically we don't record on Mondays, but I am at Trip Hammer Marketplace. This is gonna be the location for our winter markets, and I wanna show you guys an example of what it's gonna look like when we're in here. So for those of you that haven't been in here before, this is I forget what they call like an archery. I don't know what it's called. I'm calling it the lobby space, but we're gonna have vendors all throughout this edge, fit them in between the planters, move some of these chairs and things around. And then you have this big middle lobby space over here. So from here, we'll have vendors on this side, vendors on this side with Ithaca, is it Ithaca Bakery? Yeah, Ithaca Bakery right here. So snacks and drinks and such there. This section will be open, but then over here, oh, there's birds in here. And then over here, there'll be some people sprinkled in the middle. And after like doing measurements and kind of planning out where all the spaces are gonna be, because it's gonna be 8 by 8 foot sections for everybody, we're gonna have it at about 25 to maybe 28 vendors. So a good amount of people in here for a winter market, so we're pretty pumped for that. And yeah, the first market I think is, I can't remember the date to be honest, but it's like the beginning of December, the first Sunday of December, I believe so. And another exciting thing for this content, because there hasn't been many buys this week. Buys have been slow, where sales have been very consistent and steady, so we're kind of getting depleted in the back end, except for button-ups, of course. So I talked to that I've actually known for a long time, and I've become good friends with them. They have a lot of excess clothes, and I hit them up, and I'm gonna be stopping by their spot tomorrow. I'm gonna be picking up some mystery bags. They have like big like contractor trash bags I'm gonna be picking up to do a quick deal with. And at the same time, I'm going to also be doing some sorting through their more, you know, their priced items, their stuff like that. So big buy tomorrow. I'm actually gonna record that in this video and then open up the mystery bags in another video. So exciting, trying to keep the wheels moving, keep the content flowing, but also mostly importantly, the inventory for the business. So see you guys tomorrow. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold all this up by pieces and categories, get a total count of all this loose stuff for them, and then make a video so they can see what I picked up, and then we can figure out a price. And these are the 4 contractor bags that are just a flat price of around 50 bucks. So yeah, I'll show everything off at the beginning of the next video. Thank you guys for watching. See you later.